You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And Mzansi, the vibes just became immaculate because our next guest is someone who defines greatness. His voice has actually redefined South African pop soul, and he's just dropped his highly anticipated debut project, Never Thought I Could Part 1. And with hits like Seasons and new favorites already shaking up the charts, Sana, it is no surprise that he's taking over the industry and the world.
The entire world. He said, I'm not stopping there because he's bringing his signature sound to the 2026 Metro FM Awards, bagging the nod for Best R&B Song with a Higher. Feel Good family, let's give him a feel good welcome. It is, of course, Lloyiso. Yes, sir. Did you feel that? Did you hear that? That's how much love you have just here. Imagine the entire world.
Amazing. Thank you for having me.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Welcome home, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is studio home.
This is yours.
Home apartment.
Exactly.
Studio home apartment.
Exactly. Love it.
Yeah.
Something else that we absolutely love, it is your album that came out in the beginning of March. It's called Never Thought I Could, Part 1. You've said that it's all about healing from heartbreak. And look, let me tell you, we are all there as a generation trying to heal with you. How did you try and encapsulate all of that in this album?
I mean, it's all about the journey and the ups and downs. Starting this music thing, I was sitting in a place where it was all about talent, and I wanted to just be out there in the world and travel the world. And it became more. It became a dig deeper type of journey, find yourself type of journey. You can sing and all, but what matters the most is the story and how you express the story. And in this album, I've kind of put it together, and I've really tapped into myself growing up and coming up and now being the man that I am.
I love that. And honey, you're not just traveling the world, you're selling out shows. Come on. Thank you.
I'm going crazy right now.
And we are here for it. We are here for the craziness.
I mean, that's my thing. That's my thing.
Exactly.
Live entertainment has always been my thing.
And listen, I always tell people, I'm like, if you get the opportunity to see Lloyiso, because your life will change.
Will change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Lloyiso, let's talk about you and just how you pretty much said that, you know, writing this album was a process of finding yourself and losing parts of yourself as well. Let's jump on into just how it is, you know, that you really had to get really vulnerable for it. But what song as well was the most difficult to write for you?
I think,
Talk to us,
I think Scary was definitely one hard song
And we love
to write, because at that time I was writing it in 2 separate relationships.
At the same time?
Not at the same time.
Okay, I was like,
I started writing it when I was in the first relationship.
Okay.
And I finished it when I was in the
So
second.
is it safe to say that it's about two separate women?
people. Yes.
Oh,
I think that's it.
yes.
Love it.
Okay.
So as we said, part 1 came out beginning of March.
Yeah.
We've got part 2 coming out later on in the year.
In July.
In July, how does this set up yourself, your music, the
It's
rollout?
so interesting.
Come part
It's so
2?
exciting, actually. I didn't envision it coming in 2 parts. I envisioned it coming as another album.
Yeah.
And kind of telling the story, continuing the story, but the Never Thought I Could title was like so perfect for the second part too, because the second part is a different part. It's a lot of collaborations with producers from LA. So I'm going to LA to kind of tie it up. I'm working with Mr. Hudson.
Wow.
We're working on finishing. Yeah, he's insane. So we're locking in for about 7 days, and we're just finishing up that whole album. And by the time I come back for the Metros, I would have had a finished project that I'm ready to tease.
Yes.
So you might hear an exclusive. I don't know.
I mean, you know what? When you're giving your, your acceptance speech, that's where you can tease it a little bit. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Lloyiso, what I love about your talent is the fact that you can't miss it. The fact that people like Mr. Hudson stand up and go, yeah, I do need to work with that guy. You know, the Beckhams go, yeah, we do need him at our wedding. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So this is why now I have to ask you how you feel about that, because, you know, off of the back of you being like, okay, this is my offering, the Metro Music Awards then now go, Lloyiso, we're recognizing you and saying that we think that you could possibly have the best R&B song in South Africa.
Yeah.
Talk to us about what that feels like right now, getting that recognition.
Man, growing up, I've always watched the Metro FM Awards, and I've always rehearsed my speech before. So the speech that I'm gonna say is probably
Yours in the
let's say I'm
making.
gonna say. I'm gonna say.
Yes, say it.
Something that I probably have said before and something that I've written in my head.
Wow.
And to be recognized for doing something that a lot of the music in South Africa is not tapping in is a beautiful thing. It shows growth.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for artists that are coming up to also realize that there's a space for them to be able to be as creative as they can, as they want.
Yeah. Lloyiso, just to end off, you know, you've always said that you want to heal the world with your music. Let's talk about what it is that you hope that we take away as your fans, as the herd, as the people that listen to your music.
Yeah.
What is it that you want us to, you know, have in our hearts whenever we do listen to part 1 and then part 2 as well?
Freedom. Yeah.
Sure.
Being able to say what you want.
Yeah.
Be what you want, fully express yourself. Yeah, be unapologetic. That's it.
I love
I think
that.
a lot of people shut us down, social media. They always put these boxes. I mean, for me too, when I was signed, I was told this music that I'm doing now is not good enough.
Yeah.
I should be put in a box where I'm just singing with piano. You have a beautiful voice, just sing with the piano. Be simpler. And I'm like, I'm not a simple guy.
Exactly.
I am extravagant. In fact, I am crazy, as they say. But I wanted to be that. I've always wanted to be that. I wanted to jump around the stage. I didn't just want to stand there and have a spotlight on me.
Yeah.
Yes, I have those moments, but be expressive and be who you are and fight for yourself.
Come on, fight
it.
for yourself.
And I feel like we're already feeling that freedom in part 1. So you are doing everything
Thank
just
you.
justice,
Thank you.
Lloyiso. We're not saying goodbye just
No.
yet because we have to get a teaser of that performance on the 25th of April. Can you give us a little taste,
I
Nyana?
might give you one.
Yes.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Okay, he is going to. Don't now. You're gonna tell people that you're not going to. Now they tune out.
I'll
Don't go
definitely
anywhere.
give you a performance.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, Lloyiso is going to go and warm up. Well, actually, I think he stays warm. Hey.
No, he's
He
like
can
this
just,
24/7.
perform.
I woke up warm.
Exactly.
I literally woke up. I hit a falsetto.
You see what I'm saying?
A Whitney Houston type.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
I love this. This king is not going anywhere, Mzansi, and this is why you got to make sure you stick around.
All right, we've got 2 performances coming your way, so stick around.